Hi, Chris Gilda. I'm over here, Petroleum Fire Chief, and I'm really concerned about the FEMA Safer grants and the Assistance to Firefighter grants, and wonder how you can protect those. I'm also concerned about the National Fire Academy and how funding is going to be cut for that. And then I'm also curious as to whether you could advocate for fire departments that respond to federal lands like we do down on the King Range.
Yeah, thank you, Chief. I think this community appreciates what you do, Chief, and your colleagues. I certainly know I do, but there's a couple of things in your question I'll try to unpack. The first one has to do with FEMA. And, almost no agency is spared right now from this indiscriminate action by DOGE and these unaccountable non-experts that are ransacking through our government. And, the idea that we are going to eliminate FEMA, and apparently Donald Trump has come to believe that we should eliminate FEMA. We should devolve that responsibility back to the states. Any of us who have lived through federal disasters knows how reckless and unrealistic that is. It's bad enough that he's asking federal employees throughout the government to stop the important work that they're doing and to spend their time combing through websites and materials and deleting words that are trigger words for the MAGA Republicans. Don't talk about climate. Remove that word. Remove pictures of the Enola Gay, apparently, because that makes us uncomfortable. These MAGA thought police are bringing a lot of inefficiency to government as they say they're looking for waste, fraud, and abuse and trying to promote efficiency, and undermining the mission-critical objectives for a whole bunch of agencies to do this deeply unproductive and divisive culture war nonsense. And somehow FEMA became one of the targets in this effort. And I will just tell you, there are going to continue to be natural disasters. They can remove references to climate change on websites. They can fire the climate scientists. What they can't stop is the worsening problem of extreme weather driven by climate change. And so, if anything, we need to be talking about strengthening FEMA and making sure that it's much more proactive in getting communities ready and more resilient to face what we know is coming our way. And they're firing people, thousands of people at FEMA as we head into the summer with wildfires and hurricane season and everything else. So this is going to hurt people. It's going to cost lives. It's terribly destructive and wrong-headed. And all I can tell you on that score is I'm going to defend FEMA. I'm sure it's not perfect. I'm sure we can make it work better. And I want to work with people like you, Chief, that are in this business, that know what you're talking about, to try to make FEMA a lean, mean emergency management machine, right? That should be our goal, but you can't get rid of it. There's no way that states can make up for everything that FEMA does. They don't have the expertise. They don't have the resources. I mean, FEMA makes a tremendous difference in places where it's critically needed. So on the fire grants and other things that you're asking about, so much of that has gotten caught up in the funding freeze, and I'm glad that Shelter Cove finally got the $6 million that was held up for a couple of months. That's great. I can only hope, though, that the partners that they have in doing that work are still ready to move forward, because that project was thrown into limbo and looked like it wasn't going to happen. Certainly we lost time in moving it forward, and you only have a narrow window of time to do these resiliency projects and get us ready for fire season. So we're going to be dealing with that on a case-by-case basis now. Literally, these individual grant applications have to sort of plead their case to the administration and beg for relief from these categorical freezes. And I will work with you on anything that's affecting you. I will do my best, but I got to also be honest, they're not giving a lot of breaks to Democrats. I have Republican colleagues, like Tom Cole in Oklahoma, had a National Weather Service facility in his district spared from the same office closures, facility closures, layoffs, and other things that are hitting the rest of the country. Tom Cole happens to be the senior Republican appropriator in the House of Representatives. So they've got a little bit of a concierge system for some and not for others, and that is going to be part of the challenge, but I will try to get us whatever relief I can.